Well, good morning. Welcome back to Kinlaig, the Scottish Highlands, Farming Simulator 25. Highlands expansion. Having my morning coffee here. It's the end of September, so crazy thing. I switched it to 3-day months in September, and I got the third day after all. So I was working furiously until midnight last night trying to get the field drilled because I knew that we would have growth at the beginning of a new month. The field we were doing with the wheat. Good morning, Walter. And I got it done just in time and then went to go check to see what the growth looked like right after midnight, and we were still in September, so it hadn't grown yet. So that's good. That actually gives us more time, which is nice. Because we were really struggling trying to keep up with things. Certainly with the 1-day month and also with the 2-day month. I have to fix my currency. I just noticed that. I put in a water tap here. So we can fill the water tank without having to go down to the river. And we're sitting at $30,000, or sorry, 30,000 pounds now. Now it says pounds. So I go check on the cattle and make sure that they have water. And since I have the water tap, I can do that. Ooh, what happened there? That moved a little bit. The knife roller did. So we still haven't blanketed the chaff yet. We should do that, but maybe we can get some more grass cut today. Oh, let's go over here by the water tap and fill this up. Maybe we can cut some more grass around the edges of the field today and get a little bit more in there. We've got to get the bales off of the field. I would prefer to get bale spikes because I don't like to use pallet forks to stick the bales with, so maybe we can do that. I did move a hay bale over here. I want them to eat most of the grass first before I put it in there, because once I put the hay in, they'll just eat on the hay, and I'd like to get rid of the grass. I still got 2,666, so they don't need that yet either. So I've got the wheat now drilled in this field. Sorry, it's looking the wrong way. Alright, so we got wheat drilled in this field to my left, and then the field next to it on my left, we've got barley drilled. I think what I want to do is I want to put barley in this field, and we'll do that in October. That way we should have this field with barley ready to harvest first, then this field with barley, I think, the next month, and then this field with wheat the month after that. I think that's the way it's going to work out. Whoa. So this needs rolling. I don't know if we want to roll it or not, or if we can. We had a heck of a time with workers doing the right thing for us. Nitrogen bad. That's another thing we're going to need to try and figure out. And we don't have a ton of money. I need to get a bale trailer and bale spikes. Whoop. Through there. Should I check the other one? Might as well. Do it quick. And then we can go in. There's a road there that goes to the farm. Yeah. We made good money on doing that onion harvest, and we still have some onions that we got to remember to sell when the price is better. We can put it on the train and send it off. So what's this field say? That one did not say weeds growing. This one does not say weeds growing, so maybe there are no weeds. That would be awesome if there weren't. Oh, there we go. There are weeds in here somewhere. Okay. Need to get some exploring done, figure out where all these tracks go. I guess we do have some work to do, so let's get to doing it. Here's what I think we need to do. We need to get the straw bales out of that field. That field needs to be mulched. And these other fields could be drilled. Why am I driving down the... I'm staying to the right, which is wrong. I should be staying to the left on these tracks. Alright, so right turn up here should take us back to the farm. Hopefully the indicator will keep this car from overtaking. Yeah, I put a I put a round hay bale over here by the sheep so that we could feed the sheep if they need more feed as well, but I don't think they do yet at the moment. So cutting grass is an option. Doesn't look like it's going to be a great place to store stuff because it wants to move around on me, huh? Alright, so let me drop off the pallet forks in the shed here. We'll head down to the store. And we'll need a bale trailer. Spikes. Alright, we're here. Nope, don't need to go in the shop. I need to figure out where a fuel station is. I don't have fuel on the farm, do I? I don't think there's going to be a lot of contracts left because They were all kind of set to expire at the end of September, and those times did not reset, so they still expired, I think. So used equipment. That fertilizer spreader's gone that I was interested in. So under baling transport, here's what I want to get. I loaded this mod in a Göweil Bale Trailer. We'll just leave Trelleborgs on it. It does have an auto load option. I think we're going to leave that off for right now. Here's the thing. I think the license plates, I used to have to go in and change them all the time, but I don't think I need to. I think I want round bales 1. And I don't think anything else has this plate. We'll go ahead and we'll just leave it like that. And then under front loader tools, we use this bale spike a lot. It's pretty good, but I put this one in. So we're going to use this bale fork, 400 pounds. No options. So 12,400 pounds down. Grab that and run it back out to the farm. We'll start clearing bales off the field. We have straps, if I remember how to use them. Put the mini map up instead. Nice thing about this bale trailer, it does not have the swivel axle, the dolly axle kind of on the front end, so it'll be easy to reverse. I'm realizing now I should have looked at rollers while we were there. So real quick, I'm just going to drop it here kind of in the middle of the field. I think I'll go get the New Holland to put the New Holland on it. What I want to do first is I want to grab a couple of bales. There's 2 right over here. That'll be real convenient. And see if I should get the weight or not. I can probably turn the lights off. One is certainly no problem. Not down, am I? There we go. I want to try and have them close together. I'm not using auto load, so I'm gonna have to offload these once I get them on, aren't I? Maybe I should use the auto load, and yeah, that's an idea. Although I think this one you can't offloaded anyway. I think they offload onto the trailer. Oh yeah, we won't worry about it. So you probably don't want to load the trailer without a tractor on it, just because it's not very stable. So let's go get the tractor and put it on here. Look at how dirty this is. I think we need to get a pressure washer too. This thing is nice. It's pretty high horsepower too. I have to keep that in mind, and when buying equipment, I'm just inclined to want to buy smallish equipment. But this tractor's pretty large. We could probably get some bigger stuff. The fields are not small. Okay. I don't know how many there are here or how many I'll fit, but probably ought to do this as a time lapse. Ooh. She wants to walk away. Do that. There we go. You gotta do it quick, I guess. I don't know. Okay, it's not been without its difficulties. Anytime you get a new piece of equipment, you got to kind of learn how it works, and that's no less true of bale spikes. These are a little closer together, I think, the spikes are, than what I'm used to. And then the bale trailers, although it seems like such a simple thing, but how the bales rest on the trailer and everything is different. So you kind of got to figure out what's going to work for you. Let's see if I can shove that one on a little bit. And of course, I will probably switch this to bale auto load at some point, and we'll either, you know, do the assisted loading, as it were, or we will just do it the easy way. Alright, should we do these one at a time? Should we put them both on one side? We probably should put one on each side, just to keep the load more even from side to side. And I'll pick them up one at a time and drop them off one at a time. So this one will go on this side, and the other will go on the other. So this worked out pretty good. I was afraid that we'd have more bales than would fit on the trailer. I'd have to either unload it or move some additional bales to the side of the field or up into storage, but we're able to get everything onto the trailer, which is awesome. We won't be able to use it for hay as well. We're going to sell this straw, so probably the best thing to do would be just to leave it on the trailer until we're ready to sell it. And the hay, we can just go grab them as time permits. I put that on the wrong side, did I not? Of course. Put it on the wrong spike, because I want to rest it right there. So I have to switch it to the other one. Gonna rest a little funny because of that one bale, though, isn't it? It's on there. Let's drop it down, it'll be secure. Put a second one on there. Any more straps? I don't think so. Let's move that one over the top, that one over the top of everything, and that one over the top of everything there. That should hold it. Get this off the field. Oh, let's go this way. Instead of the farmyard, less turns and grass we gotta avoid. Alright. Shouldn't have probably left that other tractor running, but we did. Oh, we're gonna have more gates to open. We're gonna take this all the way back. I don't know which way this opens in. Okay. We'll put this in our shed over here. I don't know which way these open. Okay, that way as well. Good. What I'll do is I'll just drive in and drop it off. Oh, let's come around from, yeah, we'll do it this way. That way it'll just be straight out the other side. I think, oh no, is this too low for me? Yeah, my stalks, my light stalks are gonna hit. Didn't expect that. This would be a great place to put like a sawmill in this building. Maybe on this side over here and then use the other side for the bales. I don't know. Okay, go ahead and drop the trailer right there. Alright. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the knife roller. I'll take it down to the field. The JCB's still running down there. And let's see if I can get a worker to start on that. I'll go to the store and take a look at rollers. And see if maybe we can roll seed bed. Or look for contracts. Or cut grass. Or, I don't know. Any number of things. But we do need to get to work. It's 10 o'clock already in the morning. We did get this cleared though. That's something. Maybe the worker will have better luck in this field because there's no hedges, no stone walls, few trees around it. Yeah, we had a heck of a time in the other fields. Okay, I'll just pull this up. Steering assist, AI worker, 2 headlands. Start with the... Why would you start with the headland when you're doing this? Wouldn't you want to end with the up downs? Or end with the headlands? I would think so. Get out the way. How she does. Now, can you drill into a mulched field? I don't know. You ought to be able to. I hope I don't have to cultivate it too. That would make that drill kind of meaningless if you have to cultivate. I wonder if maybe it's this mulcher. I don't know. We'll let her work on that. We're gonna go look for a seed roller. We got 18,000 pounds. That or employment, one of the two. Yeah, I'm really thinking we should get a seed roller just to get the additional 2.5% yield bonus from it. We have time. It's the end of September. Let's see what we have. So the rollers are under yield improvements. And I put this one, we can't afford anything but this, which we put in. So let's see. Wow, it could be both. Yeah. That adds 9. What does that do? I wonder. Does that go in front of or behind? I think just straight like that. Oh, that added 7,100. That's more money than we have. Shoot. Well, we could lease this. Well, how much would this one cost to lease? And then per work hour, 976. You know what? We don't have money. Let's lease this one. Is it worth leasing? Is it gonna give us that much yield bonus that it'll make it worthwhile? I don't know. Oh, the nice thing is we've leased it. What did we lease the other day? That we yeah. I'm trying to think. We leased something before. Oh, not rollers. What did we lease? Don't want to turn around like an owl. We leased a tedder and a windrower. We ended up not keeping it over. So it's the end of the month. So if we drill that other field in barley tomorrow, we could probably get away with keeping this only for 2 days. If we can get that barley field in, and we could roll it tomorrow, and then we could return this. That's an idea. What is the crazy worker doing? I think it's this thing. I got no explanation for what she was doing. But the worker was doing weird stuff with the seed drill in that field too, so I don't know. It just seems like we're not able to reliably utilize workers on here. Which is a shame because we need the assistance. If we try and do it all ourselves, it's just might be too much. Alright. Let me get in here. Let's unfold that. Let me get a feel for what the worker would want to do. That makes sense. Phew. I'm afraid to have a worker do it because I don't know what they're gonna do when it gets to the end over there. Oh, it starts out down, huh? Okay. I don't think I've used this before, have I? That's true. Since FS25 came out, the only roller I've ever used is the modded one that I got and used on Riverbend Springs. Alright. Well, the question is, do I maybe trust a worker to do it, or do I do it myself? Alright, finishing up the rolling here. You have to be a little more strategic about how you plan on doing it when it lays it out, when you only have access to one end of the field, the angles. Like I was at a point where I probably should have started at the far end of the field and worked my way back this way, considering the angle of this hedge and turning, whether you're turning to the right or to the left. If you're coming towards this hedge on this side, it's easier to turn left, right? No, right than to the left. And then, okay, the equipment, I can't lift it. I just gotta, which way's it gonna go? Okay, get it out of the field without digging up too much. There we go. All right, there we go. We're out. I don't know if we learned anything or not. It's after lunchtime now. We'll go over to the other field. I hate to try and trust a worker to start because of all the trouble we've been having with workers lately. But man, if I don't rely on them, I'm never going to get done. The worker has already demonstrated that they're not going to mulch this field properly with that mulcher and that tractor. I don't know what the problem is, the tractor or the mulcher. But yeah, they wasted grass, so we might be able to get cut if we have time. Alright, which way's the gate gonna go? Probably out. Let's get this open here quick. Alright. So let me see. Oh, okay. I can see what the worker thinks they want to do. They want to do... Let me reset it here first. Reset. Okay. Oh wait. Go to worker. Reset. They want to start with the up downs. Okay. And then do the headlands. Should we just trust them to try and do it? It makes me nervous. we'll have to keep an eye on it because this is leased equipment. So we get an hourly rate. So if she goes off into the trees and gets stuck on a tree, we're going to pay not only her, but we're going to pay for the equipment the entire time she's messing around. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. And then this, I don't know why. I don't know why they turn the way they do that ends up. I don't know. Like how, what possible reason would she have had for doing what she did? I have no idea. Like, get this open, clean up. How did she even do that? No idea. Can we even see the New Holland over there? We don't. Stuck in the trees already. Right, so we're gonna have to go like every 3 or 4 to get turned around. I think that's part of the problem. Tough to get going too. Oh, that's part of the problem. The workers changed this to front wheel steer, and then they don't have the maneuverability. I just changed it back to all wheel steer, so that'll help. Let's see. And then the way that corner, it'll be easier if we're turning the other way. So let's go over here and start. Okay, I see the tractor. I see the New Holland. I'm thinking it's all right. All right, so let me get here. Okay, we are finishing up the mulching. It's about 1:30 right now. You could do a much better job if you do it yourself. I also learned that you can lift this mulcher ever so slightly so that it won't be affecting the ground. Doesn't raise it very much, and the rollers still roll. It does get pretty close to the edge of the field, or actually overlaps the edge of the field, which I don't like necessarily. We're losing a little grass, but I suppose that's okay. So I did raise it here so it won't take out any additional grass. And then there's one spot over there I gotta get yet. And as soon as I get that, I want to get into the I want to get over there and see what's going on with New Holland. I don't see it. It could be down at the bottom of the field doing the headland and everything's fine. I don't know. But it makes me nervous that I can't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. If I do that, I raise it ever so slightly. That bit right there. It's a beast to get going again, though. Alright, drop it. Get this little part right here. And that will be the whole field mulched. And then the question will be, can I come in here and seed it? Or do I have to cultivate it? Go ahead and lift that up. I would prefer not to drill it until next month, which would be tomorrow. Okay. Oh, here she comes. Ooh, here she comes. Watch out now, she's a... Oh, I want to get copyright stricken. I guess I could go hop in with her and see how she's doing. Hey, she's backing up, yeah. Hi, how's it going? So I don't know, yeah. I'm not sure where she started with the headland. I could fire her and take over, I think. I want to see how well she does in this corner, actually. Is she going to arc the corner, or is she going to go forward and back up? She's going to arc it, and she's going to... Alright, thank you. I'll take over. This will not affect the grass, so let's just... Alright, there we go. We can lift that. Slowly pull forward as it's folding. Nice. So let's check a couple of things. First, let's check the map, and then we'll see how many hours we utilize this roller so far. Let's turn on the needs rolling. Nothing needs rolling. Perfect. We can see we've used 0.6 hours so far on the roller. So we might be able to keep it down to 1 hour of use over 2 days with the initial leasing costs as well. So initial leasing costs, 1 hour of working hours, and 2 days of lease. Since this is a leased piece of equipment, we're going to store it inside. If I can. There we go. I guess I'll just go straight back in between here. Put it right there. I want to go grab the drill. I think when I tried to put a worker on it yesterday in that mulched field where it wouldn't drill, nothing showed up for whatever, GPS or what have you. So my hypothesis is if nothing shows up, we'll need to cultivate that field. I want it to be barley. I'm not going to drill it now. I'm just trying to check to see if a worker will do it. Do we have enough seed to do that field? We might. So my hypothesis is if I press and hold circle, if lines come up, we can drill in it. Okay, I think so. So it must have been something to do with the fact that the field had not been harvested at all, even though it had been mulched. Ooh, jumpy. About playing in the meadow. So we can put the drill back away. We won't have to cultivate. That's good. So then we're caught up with everything that needs to get done. We can either move hay bales or we could cut grass. I think we'll cut grass. So when I went past the cow pasture, I checked, they still have feed, so... Oh, not that bag. Put this on the front. You know, if I disable the all-wheel steer, it might keep the tractor from turning tighter than the loading wagon will pick up. Let's top off the silage additive. There we go. If I turn that on, drop that down, turn that on, drop that down. Well, this is the third loading wagon we've gotten just going around that one field. We'll keep doing it for a little while longer. We'll see how much we can get. It's, what, 4 o'clock in the afternoon? I don't think we're going to do anything other than this for the rest of the day. So I think I'll go ahead and probably leave you here. We'll try and get this compacted and maybe blanketed tonight yet so it can get started on fermenting. But for the most part, yeah, I think we're probably done for today. This has been pretty useful. Let's hop out and see what we got in here now. This is about 16,000 each, so that means we put in what, 48,000 plus we had like 60 in here, so we should be close to 100,000 I think now. Let's pull up the field info. And when I said field info, I meant the help menu because field info is already open. Gotta have the help open to see what's in here. So we got 117,000 liters of chaff in here. Compacting's at 64%. It was almost at 100 before we put that last bit in. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think we'll leave it here. I'll see you tomorrow. It'll be October. We'll get that barley drilled in that remaining field. But I'm going to spend a little more time here yet today, see if we can get some more chaff in there, so we'll end up with more silage and have better stuff to feed our cattle, our Highland cattle. And then, yeah, I'll keep an eye on those, make sure they don't run out of food. We'll put the hay in once they consume all the grass. With the sheep, it won't matter because they eat hay or grass, and it's the same either way. I'd like to thank you for hanging out with me here in Kinlaig, Highlands Fishing Expansion for Farming Simulator 25. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you don't subscribe yet, why not? It don't cost nothing. Weather's been good. We'll see you tomorrow.
PlayStation